than the waiting for the puck dream coil.
Yeah, and it's gonna, I mean, more than likely that's mind control playing it, so they're already setting up for late game potential.
It's probably them going back to their old roles as well. Put Bulba on the Oracle, have Matu playing the safe lane, put Kuro on some kind of roaming full position, a Kunkka type hero or something. I think we'll probably see the more traditional Liquid player hero role assignments.
And the Batrider.
And they get Skylark's Bat. Instead of going for the Darkseer, they go for this this time. But we've been seeing like this, I feel like we see Batrider versus Void almost like majority of the times when we see both heroes in the game. Like, I don't know, what am I saying? When we see one hero, we see both. Yeah.
And Batrider happily into the Oracle. Like, yeah, it's the False Promise is of course good against the lasso, but it's still like the hero. Batrider has more than one spell. He's got 3 other spells, which are all very annoying to deal with.
We've seen his buff on the damage of Flame Break, etc. have a massive impact in his laning stage and kill potential.
Reserve time.
So that fits well into Finem being nice and aggressive early on, if they want to be.
Yeah, the Oracle pick probably also deterred the Darkseer pick. Obviously, because you just remove the remove the Iron Shells really quickly.
Dire team back.
Thug's Mirana banned. So Ed Finem will probably ban. Ooh, Lifestealer ban. Okay, yeah, that's every single time we see Batrider picked up, it's we see either Lifestealer banned or it's picked up against the Batrider. It's just a very good matchup overall for the hero.
Yeah. Let's see what other heroes do you now want Matuma to play without banning out,
10 seconds
without
remaining.
forcing Kuro to play carry. If they want to do that, they can let the draw in still.
There's still a lot of like other calls they can just go with. Like the Juggernaut is something we haven't really talked about today yet. One of the few melee heroes that gets picked up with the Faceless Void, just because the way Omnislash still works with the Chrono.
I think the Sven's also quite good. The Sven with Void doesn't seem to have any issues. You Chrono a couple, Sven can blink somewhere else and hit other heroes.
Alchemist ban.
Oh, we also saw Slardar ban last game. Perhaps that is also an option in this game for either team actually.
OD ban. Nice.
Just a safety thing.
Yep. Very good versus Batrider with the Astral every 3
Very
seconds.
good against anything with the Astral.
Very good against, yeah. It's just
fantastic with the Oracle.
Yeah.
I actually haven't thought about like really what the Oracle's going to work with. Like it's great having False Promise, but like does Kuro go down the lines of like the heroes that you want to keep alive that keep fighting? Do you look towards Death Prophet, for example, which is one of the older combos? Do they try and find push from this on that front?
Legion Commander.
Oh, new hero.
Is that? I guess that's what.
That's a Kuro.
A Kuro Legion?
Flex. It could be.
That's
Could be 4. Yeah, quite likely a 4 position, but could also be like a safe lane farming type hero. We've seen Legion ran in.
Your head can't go back.
I'm just like I'm just getting like knocked back by all these picks.
Oh.
I don't know though. Like,
I've seen Legion like offlane, mid, carry, and 4 position. I've seen the least 4 position Legion of anything.
Maybe
at least in this qualifier.
Maybe it's the legendary Bulba Legion.
10 seconds.
What's the legendary?
Well, no one's ever seen it. That's why it's so legendary.
It's definitely Kuro.
Kuro's played at 4 position before.
Kuro loves playing the hard farming 4 position, so you end up with a 4 core lineup. But the problem is he's doing that against Bounty Hunter, which makes me question mark. Like if you can actually run a jungle Legion, then rotate.
Were you saying there's no chance it's going to be mind control and then Matuma Man safe lane void?
I think there's a decent chance of that.
Yeah.
It's not like again. It's I've seen more of the draft. It's
like, do you pick a jungle again, as you said, Topes, against the bounty? That seems really.
Yeah, like
especially MNT bounty as well.
Initially when I
MNT's
saw it, I'm just like, you know
right?
what, you always want to have mind control and focus. He's just so damn good on the hero.
well, they could put Matu on Legion safe lane too. I've seen quite a few teams do safe lane Legion.
I would
mostly Imperial, I'd say.
I would never expect these two teams to pick the Rubik, and then I would never expect Liquid to really pick the Legion there in that scenario. I guess I can understand it too, because now they have 2 different purges for the Batrider, so Batrider can't get great lassos off because they can just remove it. They can also remove all the tracks with Fortune's End and press the attack. But yeah, that was a interesting pickup by both teams for sure.
Rubik also a bit of a deny pick to Miracle, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Spartan Rubik. Can't say I haven't seen it very often.
Yeah, just
Oh, I like that
combos.
hero a lot.
Yep, combos all over.
I
Full
like
Legion.
the combos as well.
Skywrath Void, Skywrath Legion.
Yep.
We're DC now. That's Skywrath mid.
I mean, this is one of
That
the
might
takeaways.
actually be
Maybe.
a thing. Yeah.
The takeaway for me from that like alliance game when they were out and they just picked like Sky Leshers, like some of these heroes like Skywrath are still really legit strong supports. Like people are kind of sleeping on them like, oh, you don't consider Skywrath as a support, but no, he's packs a punch. He's definitely very viable.
I thought that
Death
Death Prophet was going to
Prophet.
go with the Oracle, but it's the opposite.
Yep.
But this is Adfinim's first real push hero now.
Yeah.
They had almost nothing that was going to destroy buildings.
10 seconds.
They were-
They needed
remaining.
something.
They were
He's-
kind of lacking damage too, so that makes up for a good amount of damage in the early
5
phase.
seconds
It's like
remaining.
Rubik, not really the greatest damage. Batrider's kind of just a lockdown. He has decent chase damage, but not
Reserve
real like
time.
burst potential or anything. And now
Which,
Bounty with DP's nice with the movement speed.
Which Madara hero
10
are we thinking
seconds
of? I'm thinking
remaining.
maybe they're gonna go back for the good old
Dire
Slug.
team ban.
Although
It's-
Faces Boy is very good against it.
Legion's pretty good versus it as well. You can't break out of either one of those disables. which is
But
kind of
then again,
unfortunate.
neither can any other core.
Yeah, of course.
Phantom Assassin actually would have been really
10
nice.
seconds remaining.
Kuro's already over that.
5
Sven gives them
seconds
armor and
remaining.
stuff, but it's
Yeah.
not really the greatest, I would say.
Would give them an extra disable.
Yeah.
You've still got Juggernaut if you can just play around.
Dire team
Jug's good with the healing ward with Death Prophet as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he has been losing a lot too, I feel. I feel like I keep seeing Jug lose lately.
The Jug option seems alright. I like the Magnus ban from Adfin, and we saw a Magnus from Miracle yesterday, and something that works very well with the 2 melee cores.
Ursa there.
Ooh, okay.
Ursa.
Kind of
Ursa.
forgot about it. We're
Good
sleeping on
pick.
the Ursa.
Way to negate a hell of a lot of that damage from Liquid.
Can
which
you
looks to be a lot of magical pop as well.
can you enrage while duel if you have an Ag Scepter?
I don't
Probably not, because you're
think
silenced,
so.
right?
I don't believe so, no.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
Okay,
5
Liquid.
seconds
Time to
remaining.
reveal.
They at
if
least get to
it's a
see
core
everything.
Skywrath.
Like that's the upside. They see everything which
Reserve
Infinite have
time.
got
Yeah.
before they pick up their last one.
5
Downside is they don't have a lot
Could
of
be
time
another
left.
Invoker.
They don't have a building hitter on the side of Liquid.
It's a
Oh,
Juggernaut.
they
Okay,
Jug.
so they go for
So
Jug.
what are lanes for Liquid? What have we got coming out here then?
Void offlane, Legion short
Miracle
lane.
Miracle
Jug.
Jug in the mid. Okay. And then you assume Matumba Void, or could they even do Matumba Legion and then Mind Control Void offlane?
It's
Either way.
It's Matumba Legion more than likely.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, either-
and I'm
I-
waiting for the
I
duel.
think they
the
could
duel
still be
start.
they could still be deciding. Like we see, they
Yeah.
still haven't even picked it up.
But
So.
to
No,
the
they
point.
get.
Might be
Matu
Void.
Void.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Mind Control Legion and then.
I still cry because my control is so damn good on Faceless Void.
They don't really have much, like, real team fight on the side of Liquid. Sure, they have like the nice Faceless Void Skywrath combo, Legion Commander Skywrath combo, but Adfinim's lineup overall, like looking at a team fight, it's pretty devastating. If they have the Exorcism up with tracks and like sticky Napops and the chase out
And
combo,
they
it's
love
very
fighting.
nice, and they love to fight exactly.
Liquid's all very single target. You look at like their support
Yeah.
specifically, like the Purifying Flames. You're trying to burst one hero who's jeweled up. Skywrath made same thing. It's all this single target burst damage, whereas Adfinim have more the team actual team fight tools.
Rubik's got some pretty decent spells to steal now too after those last few pickups as well. So I mean, I'm liking Adfinim.
Let's go at Finem. What do you say, Tobes?
I'm down for good Dota.
Down for good Dota.
I
aren't
love
we
Liquid.
all?
I love Adfinim, but let's go Adfinim.
Have fun, ODPixel God.
Hey, here we have it. So Finem, one game away from securing their spot at the Boston Major. But Liquid, of course, going to be doing everything in their power to stop that from happening, as they themselves wanting to use this series as their foot into the Valve event. The question is, I mean, Liquid, with this draft now up against Finim's, are you feeling a little bit more confident for them here in round two after what, first round was pretty much nothing less than a stomp from Finem?
Yeah, it's a very different look from Liquid is
Yeah.
the main thing. We're seeing them go back to the Matu on carry. Kuro's done with his Lunas and Drows, so I think more confident Adfinim just because of how dominant they've been. Liquid, yeah, they won yesterday very convincingly 2-0. They really stepped up their play. Their group stage, though, they had some very shaky games despite their good positive record. Finishing third in the groups, they weren't convincing in some of their wins. So they're a team that's looked very volatile, very emotional. We had Matu in one of our interviews for Dream League where it sounded like their team was maybe trying to deal with some issues. So I definitely feel like Adfinim is the ones kind of on a high with the momentum in their favor.
Yeah, and of course, it's obviously the fact that they did let MNT get the bounty, something that I remember pretty much. I believe it was in the qualifiers for back at Manila, I want to say, where they were picking this and winning every game. And ever since then, of course, still MNT sees the opportunity to get it into a game. and just be incredibly destructive. So it's just going to be down to whether Liquid could deal with MNT and the bounty plays.
Kuro already taking some hits here. MNT deciding if he can win this right-click battle, and he's coming back out again.
So just keeping Kuro's attention away from anything else. And he's got one more invis. We'll take the damage though. Meanwhile, top lane, bit of a go onto mind control. Let's pop the Q with that move speed. He will get himself out. So indeed, the lanes from Liquid. Mind control up top. Kuroki's headed up there to back him up at the moment against Spartan and Madara on the safe lane. MNT going to be roaming across the map towards the mid lane. Miracle up against Thug's Death Prophet. And finally, last but not least, Skylark on the off lane against the dual lane of Bulba and Matuma Man. So lane-wise, do you expect to see any kind of clear victories from either side? As you said, game one, Finem had some good solo lanes. Is it a little bit different this time around?
Let's see. So I think Adfinem have a slight laning edge. The Bat should be able to get a decent amount from the off lane. Death Prophet versus Jug will probably become fairly even / maybe even slightly Adfinem favored with the Bounty Hunter lingering around playing pressure. Bounty Luke's going to go the high ground. He's going for it. Oh my gosh, what a legend!
MNT with the game sense.
What a legend. That is...
He knew that they'd be doing it.
He just ran up the hill.
Oh. He just knew. I mean, I
mind's
don't know
been
if that's actually, would that be from just watching replay, knowing that Liquid always poise it there, ready to go?
Watching replay / just that's where you mid players generally just try and leave it if they're worried about a bounty career snipe. It's a very common position, but
MNT, he's seen it. He's seen it time and time again. He's like, yeah, you can't pull that trick on me. You cannot pull that trick on me. My goodness, MNT. And the Korean, so of course mid lane, Miracle, what's he got left in regen? Well, it's just down to the Fairy Fire now at this stage. He obviously got a point in the healing ward.
Guy TP's mid, they're looking for a kill on Thug here, but the Spirit Siphon's out and...
4 heroes big coming in for that
So,
one.
yeah, they had Kuro TP in mid from Fountain. He could have actually brought Miracle's bottle. He could have dropped on the ground.
Now for the potential tip, Miracle. Oh, he's got to be careful.
Yeah, Liquid look out of it. I think they make a mistake there by not bringing in the bottle on Kuro, who TP'd in, and then also just not finding... If you're going to TP in there, you have to be getting that kill. At this point, Miracle is kind of left in this mid lane without that bottle, and he is going to struggle to remain CSing. Not going to ruin him too much. Like, he's only going to wait a couple of minutes for the courier, or may even be telling his teammates, hey, one of you go grab that, but it is definitely a downside now for the Liquid laning stage.
Skylark. They should be fine. The heal's there, and Bulba not enough mana to dispel that, so he will be A-okay. Well, so far, MNT continuing his best to be as annoying as
Mato at bottom, by the way. He's maybe found Skylark here. Didn't get the bash. Yeah, if he had hit one bash, it would have been a kill. He saw him going shopping in the side shop and time walked forward for the pressure, but no bashes, unfortunately.
MNT just sapping some of the XP of mind control. He's managed to find himself level 2 from that. Mid lane Miracle. 3 bottle charges, so he'll be okay. CS-wise, he's doing alright as well, regardless of the fact that he did have that Salve held back earlier. We saw, I believe Kuroki was the one to bring out one instead. So 19 for 3 against the 18 for 2. Holding his own pretty well in that mid lane. In terms of the safe laners though, Matuma Man, 18 for 4. You look up towards the top lane, Madara sitting on 28 CS at the moment on the Ursa.
He's free farming away, getting a lot more out of the lane than the Void, which is credit to Skylark on the Batrider, contested the lane playing, kind of applying pressure, but also just tempting the Void to go on him. Void's trying to zone out the Batrider and missing just a CS here or there as a result, and Skylark, despite all that, is level 4 already, so it's been a very successful offlane for him.
MNT coming in. They do have the sentry down. Liquid, of course, are getting a few smacks onto MNT. See how he plays around this one. Will just head himself away. Mid lane, you've got eyes from Kuroki, keeping tabs very close on Thug. Level 3 at the moment as well now on the Scarf. If they do see an opportunity to make a jump, Miracle, of course, not quite got that level 6 yet. Whereas Thug, a little bit ahead in XP, nearly has his own.
Yeah. Not sure if he'll be going for that Exorcism or not. Sometimes you'll see Death Prophet just kind of skip it.
Yeah.
Not the most high impact spell necessarily when you first hit level 6.
Bottom lane, Matuma Man. Taking a lot of harass there. Still just level 1 Time Walk, of course. Interesting maximizing the bash in this lane. Is there a reason for this?
Looking for kills. He wants to play super aggressive, get kills, try and zone out even more.
Thug nearly going down, but he's got
the
the Siphon. He
double
wants to
spirit.
actually man up, come back in with the Crypt Swarm, but now with the backup of Bulba as well, Thug will fall. That'll be the first blood for Bulba. Liquid coming in with the rotations, coming out on top, forcing Spartan back as well. I mean, it was a good job that Bulba turned up there. With just the two of them, it looked like I've been nearly able to turn around with the DP Siphons.
Yeah, the double Siphon was going to probably save his life until the third hero showed up.
MNT, mate, a little bit greedy. he sees it, he tries for it, he doesn't get it. So a little bit of an overestimate there of his damage capabilities. It's a freebie for Liquid. Liquid picking up the kills now, 3 for 0.
It's good news for them because their laning stage was not... Well, it wasn't going terrible by any means, but they were slightly behind in terms of just CS and experience by the looks of things. The Batrider was getting a bit more. The Ursa was getting more than the safe lane Void, so does even things up a bit with Liquid getting those kills. I think bottom for Matu. Matu.
That's a chrono.
Yeah.
And he may actually with that time. Okay, he's got the stick charges, and he will go in
Can he
for
get the
the
wand
back
off?
kill. He's got to be careful though. MNT actually helping keep Skylark alive, and oh my goodness,
He was praying for a bash there. He had 3 points. He needed one bash in the chrono. He got one bash in maybe 4 or 5 hits. It was, I guess, the kind of expected amount. He was hoping for a second one, a bit of luck.
And even just, I believe he was just about to get one extra attack, might have even have done it, but MNT throwing out the shuriken with a mini stone, cancelling the attack animation.
And he had the one charges too. He just had to survive the chrono to get the one charges off. It was neck and neck. Matu going to be a little bit upset about the RNG as far as how that went, but it was also very well executed by Finem.
And MNT's just kind of setting a base down in that. And may even have eyes on Bulba if he comes too close to Skylark. Nearly hitting level 6 as well, so let's check the lasso soon. MNT getting that nice ward deep down behind the tier 1 on Liquid side. So you can see if the backup comes through. Still mid lane, Kuroki just babysitting Miracle at the moment. Constantly keeping himself in the tree line just in case Adfinem try to make a bit of an attempt. And they may do soon. MNT's coming across. We'll see what he's able to hunt out. Drops down the Obs ward. And
you'll see Kuro as well, so...
Yeah, pings him out
about his
in the
presence.
neighborhood.
May actually look for a lift if they get vision. Spartan.
Spartan.
Kuro tucked himself a bit further back, so Spartan couldn't get the vision he needed.
MNT actually coming across. He's actually going to dispel the smoke here from Mind Control and Bulba. They'll drop down a sentry, but MNT's out of range. So Liquid's move here being rumbled. And MNT, well, for the time being, at least he's going to be absolutely fine. Gets another ward down. It will be pinged out.
That was the potential dual kill as well. Like, Legion just hit level 6. You've got good burst damage from an Oracle, from a Skywrath. Any target you catch in a duel is very likely going down if those two supports are there. So they were heading mid to make that happen, and no result that they were hoping for. Ursa's now got Mask of Madness. I believe he's taking Roche. He's just TP bottom. He sees a couple heroes mid, a couple heroes top. And with 1-3-3... and the Mask of Madness, this should be a free Roche for him. He even smokes just to be on the safe side. He does bypass what was a Radiant Observer ward.
Absolutely. So absolutely essential that they smoke up for that. The question is, are Liquid going to send anyone over to potentially pass by? It looks like
they're too far.
They're going to get this for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Void's in the neighborhood, so there's a small chance Void could go in and scatter by himself, but that would be... he is actually going to, but I don't know if he can easily fight this.
Oh, he's got a chrono. He has got a chrono. He may think about going for some sort of a play. Maybe a little bit early. Actually gets bashed by Roshan. And he's got a time walk, so he should be fine.
Oh, God. Matu almost got that Aegis.
He's got the time. He doesn't use the time walk in time, though. He lets himself get lassoed. So they don't steal the Aegis, they don't steal the Roche kill, and they give up a free Faceless Void. Liquid really wanting to try and fight here. MNT going to be the target of the duel, so they do get the Bounty Hunter.
Meanwhile, Ursa's chasing Bulba down bottom. Bulba.
Disarm.
That'll be enough, okay.
Yeah, doesn't have the Enrage. But again, add Finem to sum it up. They lose Bounty, but they get the Roche, they get the Aegis, and they get the Void kill.
Yeah, there wasn't really much Matu could do that. Perhaps he could have definitely lived if he just ran away after scanning the Roche, but he couldn't stop the Roche from happening. He chronoed. Roche still had like a sliver of HP, but that's a Void with no damage. Void is not going to finish off Roche. He doesn't even have Tread, so there was no chance for Void to actually finish Roche off. Best case scenario for him is he steals an Aegis, really. That's all he can try and do is steal the Aegis. He wasn't going to get the actual Roche kill itself unless somehow Ursa left Roche on actually like under 100 HP, but Roche had like about 500 or 600. And Madara was able to easily finish it off, and then I guess the grab for the Aegis was won by Madara.
And They'll see anything that comes in here, of course. Finem, I know Matuma-man's in the neighborhood. Doesn't have a chrono, so Matara just actually comes in, starts running straight at Matuma-man. Hits the first hit bash. Holds back the big old bear. At top, looks like a bit of a goose chase as MNT. Just following up our eyes onto Kuroki.
Gareth hitting level 6 soon means they will have the Mystic Flare as important damage to partner with the Chrono as well as the Jewel, so imagine Kuro's probably going to either pick up a Tomb of Knowledge or at least try and get some XP in lane for that. And the tower bottom gets taken by the Siege Creep. So
and he's very careful. He's got an H. He's actually just going to rage up and turn around and swipe down on Bull, but he walks it off and says, "You what, mate?" Oh my goodness, once again. And top lane, Fortification came out, so Liquid unable to finish off a tier 1 tower in trade. MNT still keeping eyes on the situation up here. Let's see if they bring up anyone else. They're going to bring in the Rubik back to the tier 2, and now with the TP's in. Control will stick around to find the tower, but MNT there is making sure that he can't get away, has the Shuriken to cancel the TP. So Liquid get the tower, but it costs them Mind Control's life.
yeah, not the best exchange for Liquid. It was a tier 1 for tier 1 without Finem getting the bottom one, but then Liquid lose a hero on the escape, and it's a hero that they're trying to farm up a key Blink Dagger on.
Oi, oi, oi. Miracle has the Omni Slash, but Madara has Miracle's life in his hands.
Omni even
Again.
being used. That's 2 minutes now on cooldown. Liquid just seem to be falling apart here in the mid game.
And this is getting a
Yikes.
little scary game 2 already for Liquid. Had Finem stepping it up if they continue to get these objectives as well.
Ursa's just ginormous. He's got that, taken the Aegis, picked up a Blink, the Mask of Madness. It's not a hero normally known for its farming abilities, and he hasn't farmed lanes by any means. After that early game lane stage, he's just gone around starting to farm heroes.
What is the plan from Liquid? The pressure being put on up top. Thug with the Exorcism. Fortification comes out. TPs will come through. They want to try and fight this. Skylark already trying to Firefly his way out to the sideline. He'll actually make it away here. Matuma-man jumping forward. Maybe looking for a chrono. Thug coming back in. He's actually going to be able to burst him down by looks of it with the Mystic Flare. That's going to be one. But they've already lost the Skyrap. The jump in. They've tried to go for the Jewel onto Madara, but Madara's surviving through it all. He'll turn. He'll take Mind Control, getting himself the double kill. Now looking towards Matuma-man. Time Walk still called out into the Mana Telekinesis is there from Spartan. Triple kill for the big old bear. He's not done yet. Madara once more finally taken down, but he's got the Aegis. And Bulba could be in trouble. Flame Break back. Add Finem to take another, getting the track kills as well. They'll finish off the tower by the looks of it. And Ad Finem once again 4 for 2. I mean, one of them was even only just the Aegis that was being lost.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! And also we saw that fight, track kills coming into play as well.
It was just a Death Prophet death. Liquid really committed hard to kill the Death Prophet. They went in with the Chrono, the Mystic Flare finally coming online. They wanted to use it. Batrider tried to keep the Skywrath away and try and zone him using his spells to prevent the Mystic Flare. Couldn't quite do it. Skylark did his best, but in the end, it's still a big Ad Finem victory in that team fight. Ursa is just getting out of control. Picks up a point booster. He may have a very fast Aghanim Scepter at this rate, and he's looking for Kuro at top with the Blink Dagger. This should be a freebie.
Oi, oi, oi. Kuroki. I mean, 7-0-1. This game beginning to look absolutely brutal for Liquid, and there's no slowing down, but looks a bit trying to move in onto Bulba. Skylark tries to Firefly with it. We'll get the Jewel off, and with the Omni Slash, that will be a guaranteed kill. So they get the plus damage, and Madara already working through the back of the fight. Takes one. Liquid with the panic smoke there. Well, track starting to get laid down by MNT. They will be able to nuke down Rubik as well off the back of this one. So Liquid do this time get themselves a couple of kills in return. Onto Mind Control, so managing to shake Ad Finem up a little bit, slow down the progression, and that has secured Mind Control with the Blink Dagger. The question is whether they can continue to just find the picks that they need with this one to really bring themselves back into the game, Liquid. Because look how far ahead this bear is. 3k clear ahead at the highest farmer on Liquid, which at the moment is Miracle's mid lane jug.
Yeah, he is getting very, very scary at this point of the game. And with an Aghanim Scepter, he won't be afraid of the Chronosphere because he can enrage inside of it. Kind of weren't sure about how the Jewel works. I don't believe he can use it. Okay, he can use it during Jewel. So the Ag Scepter works very well against the Jewel for that reason. And yeah, it's going to be a very hard to beat bear because of that. Bottom lane, Matu's gone in. Solo Chrono and Bat. There's the combo. Chrono and a Mystic Flare. Liquid just have to keep finding kill after kill. Anytime they've got Mystic Flare up, either pair up with the Jewel or the Chronosphere and try find kills. Madara, though, he's looking to punish.
Let's see if he can get something done here. Liquid maybe questioning if they themselves could turn and take a pick. The ward's been dropped by Ad Finem. Ad Finem backing themselves back towards the lane. And MNT just going to continue to find what he can, as he knows most of the attention from both sides is down towards the bottom lane. 11 for 8 over Archie kind of look. Actually, we can see just siding on Finim's side around the 6k mark, so by no means irrecoverable from Liquid. If they hit these fights, as we've seen, that they've got very, very simple tactile pick-off potential with Chronos, Mystic Flares, Jewels. They've got the combos. It's just going to be whether Finim can continue to try and play around those combinations in these fights.
And like Death Prophet, her exorcism is kind of scary and good at pushing, but it's very easy for her to die on the front lines. If she's ever trying to just exorcism push a tower, Liquid will throw everything to kill her. That's where this game is quite difficult for Thug. And we've seen him already die a couple of times this game, so despite having a Yule Scepter, he's going to need to tank up as much as possible to stay alive.
Looking to defend this tier 1 mid. Miracle heading forward, gets the deny. Skylark on the sidelines. Lasso at the ready. 1700 towards the blink, so he himself wanting to be careful. Doesn't want to get picked off anytime soon before he has that item complete. Bottom lane, Thug heading down. He's just put Timmerman on his own. And looks like Timmerman's actually going to TP away, so avoiding any kind of potential engagement with Finim. And Madara back to farming up top. Wants to finish off his Ags, a few hundred gold, and he is going to have it done. Just 60 minutes in, Ags, Blink, Phase, and Mask of Madness.
Yeah, you're playing with that Roshan and Aegis as well right now, so spending some time, giving Liquid room isn't the biggest deal in the world because you'll get that Ags, and then Rosh will be respawning soon, so you can fight with the Ags, maybe go for a smoke play, and then fall back, take Roshan, and start looking at taking objectives using Exorcism. So yeah, it's not the best ideal scenario for Finim when you're ahead to be giving Liquid room to kind of catch up, find pickoffs as well. Like they're actually looking for smokes and pickoffs now, but it's kind of like something that's they decide they can't really avoid because of the Axe timing on Ursa.
Skylark. Can he find the pick with this blink? I mean, at the moment, Liquid 4 heroes up towards the top lane. Miracle on his own in the mid, and that could be the target. Finim sweeping across. And we'll see if they are able to find a lock at this. At the moment, looks like they're just prioritizing searching through the jungle. They've obviously got some vision off to the east of the Radiant jungle, but the rest of it they have to cover by now. So they won't find anyone there. And Liquid actually playing very cautiously, keeping themselves together and making sure that they don't get caught out by any kind of movements like this that Finim are trying to pull off.
Yeah, Finim, it looks like may just try brute force the bottom lane, get the tower. They can fall back and take Rosh afterwards. It's respawning in the next 10 seconds, so... Again, it comes down to Liquid, how they can use their smokes to engage. If they can catch the Death Prophet, burst her down, that's the ideal scenario for them. And there isn't good save or defensive tools for the side of Finim to keep the Death Prophet alive. So Thug's positioning and his Yule's usage has to be very good. If he can Yule's himself or something before the Chrono hits him, it could save his life.
And we have, with the Exorcism Ghost ready to take a tower, Liquid looking to just go for the tier 1 trade in the mid lane. Fortification will slow them down, and already Finim actually sending Skylark back towards their TP's into the tier 2, so they want to try and fight this one. The tower will almost certainly fall. The question is if they actually can find anything off the back of it. They'll send in Ursa on the front lines, actually blinks past the majority of the fight here. On the back though, there's the jump. They get the lasso onto Mind Control. Chrono comes through. Mind Control already incredibly low, ticking down in the Firefly. The Firefly kills him. He goes down. Madara now godlike, and Madara jumping forward. He's been disarmed, already used the Enrage, but the stolen Chrono by the looks of it comes out from Finim. It's caught them out. They've lost 3. They're going to lose Miracle as well. It's 4 heroes down on Liquid. Spartan with the Chronosphere there to secure the end of that team fight. And Liquid, they're looking to be knocked back into a similar position they were in game 1 as Finim starting to roll away with this game.
Yeah. It doesn't even feel to me like Liquid are playing bad Dota, right? Of course they're not. They're in the top 3 right now as far as this Boston Major European qualifier goes, but Finim are just playing like Greek gods right now. These guys can't do anything wrong. Every single player stepping up when they need to, making the big plays, a stolen Chronosphere from a Rubik, the Ursa just having a phenomenal game, 10-0-2 on Madara's Ursa. Game 1 it was the Thug show. This game Madara is saying, oh, I can do better than that.
Yeah.
And now they'll secure themselves a Rosh.
No way that Liquid can do anything about this. Heroes just coming back onto the map. And we'll look at the net worth. It's going to be painful for the Liquid fans out there. And indeed, that Sharps just drop off after that last engagement. Now up to a comfortable 10k plus lead for Finim. And of course, going to accelerate even more so with the Rosh. The mech now done on MNT. Things continuing to come together for Finim.
Interesting they give it to the Death Prophet. I quite like this choice. Yeah, she's not going to respawn with Exorcism, but she's the one who can actually die in a fight. Ursa with 1700 HP, the Aghanim Scepter, the ability to enrage through the chronosphere, through the jewel, means he's almost certainly not going to die unless somehow he tries to blink into a 1v5 scenario. So giving it to the Death Prophet just allows him to actually push with Exorcism. Even if Liquid decide to blow everything to kill the Death Prophet and you lose Exorcism, you still have the Death Prophet for the fight. And Ad Finem can easily win a fight there. They'll have the silence from her, they'll have the Crypt Swarm, they'll have all the tools at their disposal to win any kind of engagement with that Aegis on Death Prophet.
Liquid up towards the top.
Kind of looking for the tower trade scenario,
safe
but
objectives.
it's going to be a much slower push. Thug has Exorcism back up already. And I don't see Liquid as a lineup that can really threaten that much with their counter push. They have no good, strong pushing heroes, so if anything, they're about to be forced back. Their high ground about to be sieged.
I mean, obviously Liquid, so far in these qualifiers, they've been looking strong, but I mean, Ad Finem making them look like last week Liquid. You know, it's
Radiant's bottom tower is under
next level performance from the Greeks. And Liquid, they need an answer to this. With Ad Finem knocking onto the tier 3s, up to the high ground, and Thug just sitting in the, he's sitting on the high ground.
Yep. He's got the Aegis. This
He's
is
like,
this is
"Come
why
at
you
me,
put
bro."
the Aegis on Death Prophet. You can kill her, but you're fully committing to a fight just to take out Exorcism, and you'll lose that fight. This Ursa will destroy
They're
you.
just in there. He's just base camping.
That Exorcism about to wear off, so they may have to reset here without it.
Like, this is the easiest melee racks of his life if he gets them. Now the Exorcism will run out. He won't quite be able to finish them off. Let's see what kind of jump in Skylark gets. You can see him on the wings.
But
Let's see if we can
unfortunately,
find anything.
it's the melee racks which will heal up, so if they want to go back in, they'll have to do so without Exorcism. But Ad Finem can actually make the choice just to back off, wait the call. Yeah, they're going to TP back. Yes, that melee Rex will heal, but the only reason they don't get it is because they had to go through the tier 3 tower. Next time they push, it'll be just the melee Rex. There'll be no tier 3 tower to go through. They may as well wait for Exorcism, and what a great rune for Death Prophet to find. Arcane Rune for that next Exorcism means that it'll be a much shorter cooldown when he actually goes for it. So this is huge for Ad Finem. They're looking in prime position to take at least one lane of Rax with this Aegis, possibly the game.
Madara nearly has that diffuser blade complete as well on Ursa.
Yeah. Liquid's moved out aggressively on the map. It looks like they're like, okay, they have no Exorcism. They're going to come push our high ground again soon. Let's find a pick. I imagine they would have smoked if they've got to smoke. They decide they just want to move out and try to find something regardless. But it's Ad Finem who are already drawing lines straight down towards the bottom lane. They say, ignore anything top, ignore anything mid. Liquid can't split push. There's no Invoker. There's no annoying hero that's going to threaten our high ground. Void, Legion, Jug, these are not heroes that split push particularly fast with the items they've got. And Ad Finem, I don't even think they care about finding a kill with this smoke. They're just going to be looking to push this wave as fast as possible.
They've got to clear this wave out first. Get rid of that backdoor protection that Liquid will have at the moment.
And they don't have a TP on Matu right now. He can go buy one from the side shop, but he needs to get over there ASAP and actually do that.
Yeah, they're going to have to hold this, and it's indeed going to be a hard defense. As you said last time, the tier 3 was in the way, in the path of Ad Finem this time.
It should be a free
racks.
Rax, really. I don't know if Liquid can even make a fight to try and defend this Rax. They may just have to try and play from behind with one Rax down because of the Aegis on Thug. We'll see, though. They may try and concoct something.
Yep. Goes out, indeed, under the power of the Arcane Runes.
From
so
the north
back
come
that a little
Liquid.
bit quicker. They do have a fortification.
They've caught Ursa. No, he can't duel.
Ooh,
He's down.
He's down. Mind control has been false promised as well. You'll see them try and get the lasso. Can they actually finish him off? Is the damage going to be enough? Omni Slash comes out, but Kuroki 2 stacks on him. They'll look to chase it. And the Siphon from Thug, they've chased down a second. It's going to be mind control down for 40 seconds. No buyback either on Bulba as well. Liquid, only 3 men left alive. Thug looking to finish off the melee racks. He will do so. Can they get the kills though? Liquid, Hack Miracle, hitting onto Skylark. MNT getting the tracks out from the back of it. They're going in onto Thug, but Thug keeping himself alive. Now the buyback from Bulba comes out. Miracle looking to finish off the DP, will hit the crit, take down the Death Prophet. Skylark forces himself up to the high ground. Matuma jumping forward. Looks like Skylark will be able to play his way away. They'll turn their attention back towards Death Prophet. Thug's still caught in the middle of this fight. Matuma jumps forward, trying to catch him out with the time dilation slow. Thug potentially in trouble. He still has Skylark and MNT near him. Skylark jumping across, he's trying to create as much chaos as he can. Kuroki's ticking low. Kuroki's down. Bulba incredibly low as well. Miracle trying to fight this, but again, just the right clicks from Thug at this stage, forcing them back. Double kill for MNT. Liquid still with 3 up. Thug's back up to full health, pretty much in full mana. Mind control, Miracle and Matuma just trying to get themselves out of there, but Ad Finem saying no. Come back here, boys. Thug, he's going to have a siphon again in a second. He can look to chase, and he will indeed. Continues to move in onto mind control. He has to dispel. It looks like they will get themselves away.
They've got Exorcism again soon because of that arcane rune, so
wow,
30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, not sure they'll look to force the high ground issue at mid. They are saying let's push the creep wave. It's more whether they try and go in high ground without a creep wave since they've got
Greaves done
one
an
in
MNT
bottom.
now as well, of course.
They're going back in, looking for a pick, but
Oh my luck.
Liquid have disengaged. Yeah, that was a good attempt by Liquid. They just wrapped around, got the jewel on Ursa, burst him down, and he didn't get a chance to use a spell. Finem could not keep him alive.
This.
It looked like you can't actually use the Enrage, I believe, in the jewel. The
I mean, was
panel
it,
on jewel.
or did he get
I mean,
silenced at the same time? Because he wouldn't be able to
Oh,
defuse
it
himself,
may have
then
been that,
rage,
yeah.
you know
It
what I
may have
mean?
been the silence with the jewel.
Yeah.
Because
Because that's the combo that catches him out. Otherwise, you know,
yeah.
he can take off the silence with the diffusal, or he can, you know.
I believe when you're jewel does morphling, you can't actually morph strength as well. So maybe similar to that, where you're kind of silent. It silences you in some way, but again, mechanics. So many in Dota that you don't know absolutely everything. But right now, Finem, they're looking to make another move. Even without an Aegis, they may try and force a fight or even potentially a push onto the Liquid high ground. They've got the Batrider to perhaps lead things off with a pick-off. And Liquid, they took a big blow to their economy with the number of buybacks they had to use for that fight. And it wasn't even a fight they really come out on top of, having lost their melee racks.
This could be big if they get something out of this one. Smoked up. Miracle to lead the way.
Yeah, Liquid see the ward here, but I see, yeah, they may engage. Do they go for this?
He's coming forward. Mind control ready to go for the jump. Has the blade mail out. Goes for the jewel onto Skylar, but immediately the telekinesis dragging him back, and they've already lost two. Madara just ripping them to pieces, and the stolen jewel from Spartan. Yes, he gets into the plus damage. Miracle tracked up, chased down. He's to fall as well. Liquid lose 4, get nothing. Once again, Finem taking the fights, taking the objectives. And Miracle, he's got buyback, the rest don't. I mean, on the plus for Liquid, they're still on pretty short respawn timers.
Yeah.
But with Exorcism up, Finem are going to start to make short work of this base.
Exorcism will wear off. That's the good news for Liquid. The bad news is, again, he had an arcane rune. Where does he keep finding these purple runes? It's going to be that short 35 seconds longer left on the cooldown, as Finem will take at least the T3 tower. It looks like Madara wants to go for that melee racks, but needs to be careful. He'll blink out, disengage. If you're Finem here, you're saying, look, we've got another Exorcism soon. Don't risk it. Wait for that cooldown and go again when we've got it. Almost level 16 as well, if they really want to wait for that on Thug. But more importantly, is that Exorcism cooldown, and we'll see what their next play is going to be. They are in the driver's seat, up by a huge gold margin, 20k gold. They have a melee racks. They have all the tools they need to break through the high ground once again. And if they really want, they can even wait for another Roshan. It's another quick respawn favoring Finem. We'll see how soon until they scout that one. Not something they'll know until Roche actually comes back up, but if they keep an eye close to there, they will be well aware of it soon. Ursa even playing it safe. I think he recognizes the threat of things like Jewel, as well as the silence from the Ancient Seal is going to go into what I believe to be a Linken's. Could be a Hex, but to me, Linken's is just the safer, more reliable item. You don't need extra lockdown or things to guarantee damage output. You just need things to protect your own life. And there we go. Roche is back. He sees it. This is Aegis and Cheese. You get an Aegis on Ursa, you can put a Cheese on Death Prophet. This is brutal.
And with
for
this
Liquid.
Roche kill as well, Spartan's going to have enough for Blink, and he's still got a bit of time left where he's got Jewel. And I'm looking at Mind Control. He's only on 34 damage. I'm saying, you know, Spartan with Blink, he could end the game with more Jewel damage than the Legion.
Very
See if he gets the
possible.
opportunities to do so.
Hey, with that Aether Lens, you have the extra cast range on the Jewel too.
That's
so
true.
You're not
Bring him
getting
in from
too
further on.
close.
Yeah.
Oh, the small things. Liquid, they smoked up, perhaps trying to contest that Roche, but they just didn't get there in time. Again, that fast respawn not favoring them. And it's Finem who are perhaps just looking for a bit of info now. They don't see any of the Liquid heroes, so they're perhaps a bit antsy. They won't push out anywhere by themselves. They'll wait till they're grouped up and they'll clear out the map together. Now they see heroes on the map. Miracle shows himself bottom, and they'll probably feel a bit safer knowing what Liquid's up to. They can kind of piece together that they were smoked up, making a move for that Roche, and then just had to back off.
Liquid needs a massive defense at this point to hold back Finem. They need the perfect chrono from Matumaman. They need Bulba to be on point with the false promises. And Mind Control getting the duel, because they do have a lot of disable. You know, between these heroes, if they can coordinate and just control Finem at the start of the fights, they've got potential. But Finem indeed just running away in the lead, about a 25k net worth lead now with that last rush.
Finem was so close to qualifying for their first Valve event.
I wish we had a webcam at their boot camp.
Yeah.
When the wing goes down, because these guys are going to go absolutely ballistic.
I mean, these guys, some of the nicest guys you'll meet in Dota. They
Absolutely
deserve. They've been so close the last two Valve events.
And they're one of those teams as well that, they are going to be incredibly fun to have on in those booths, on the stage.
Yep.
Finem are going to just lighten up the entire event.
They've got to get there first, and that's what they're looking to do. Breaking through one more lane of racks is the next objective for them. Exorcism has been used.
They're going to jump in, going immediately onto the Ursa. He's going to get bursted down immediately. A good start for Liquid. Spartan drops down the Stolen Chrono, allows them to finish off Miracle. There'll be a buyback from the Ursa. They realize this could be the chance to finish off the game. They want to go in, and they want to go in hard. Thug already diving deep here, has the ghost out. Lasso onto Matuma Man. Matuma Man falling low, gets the chance for the time warp though. He'll be able to live another day. The racks falling low in the melee racks, they will pop. Miracle coming in, he still has the Omni Slash. Looks towards MNT first, will take down the Bounty Hunter. That's going to be one. Another one here for Liquid. Need to find more though. Thug just focusing on the range tracks. They get the silence on the majority. This could be a dieback. He gets the enrage out though. Ready to turn, but again he's being slowed down. Held back, has to get himself
Needs
out.
To just run. At this point, if you're Finem, just don't give up more kills. Be careful.
Thug ain't running. Thug's
he's full
staying in.
HP actually.
He's ready for the fight. They just can't bring this man down with the Octarine and such. Thug, he feels
Ursa doesn't want
invincible.
back in. Ursa's low HP. He needs to be careful.
Thug has to be incredibly careful. Thug's gone. Aegis down. Madara actually jumps back in. Oh, this man, his buyback's on cooldown, but he just doesn't give a damn. He feels invincible. It feels like he's on top of the world, but it's not going to happen. Okay. He's dead for 80 seconds.
Yeah,
they do lose the top racks though.
Not clean from Finem, but it'll get the job done as far as taking a racks here. They may lose Thug as well.
Oh, this is a painful fight for Finem. Liquid do make them pay, but the objective was achieved. The line is drawn down the mid lane. The question really is how much Liquid can get done with the 60 seconds without the Ursa. Death Prophet does have a buyback.
Yeah, they can't get much done.
Look at the gold swing.
That was very, very sloppy from Finem as far as breaking the high ground. And again, we see the Ursa get caught out. And I think at this point, it's a mistake giving the Ursa cheese over Aegis. He's the one who needs the... I guess he's a bit squisher when he gets caught in that duel. Whoever doesn't have Aegis is getting jumped. So it's a clear decision from Liquid. Whoever doesn't have Aegis, jump that hero. Get them with the duel, burst them, everything. Don't let them get the cheese off. And Ursa went down without a chance to use that cheese that he was holding. It was meant to be his second life, but he had to buy back for that fight. And the other big thing is when he went back, when he had his second life, he just silenced the whole time. At this point, you're thinking he needs a BKB. He needs something to get rid of those silences because he just got destroyed by being unable to use it.
The Lincolns might help him.
Yeah, the Lincolns will definitely help. I think with the Lincolns, it could have been a different story, but Finem were so far ahead, it was definitely the right time to go for the high ground push. It was just slightly mispositioned on some of the heroes to get caught like that, and very good play from Liquid to jump as they did and find the key hero in the Ursa to bring him down. But it's still Finem. You're up 4 racks.
Oh, yeah.
Your gold lead is still 20k. Like that lost fight basically makes it go from 25k to 20k gold lead. You're not looking at an Finem team who should be worried about the outcome of this game. They maybe get a bit nervous just because of the fact they died back on Ursa and the number of deaths they had, but Finem just need to keep playing confident Dota, keep pushing forward, keep looking to put Liquid on the back foot, even go for that last racks.
They're smoked up around Thug. Thug being used as the bait. Question is, did Liquid bite? Skylark's going to have his dispelled as they are on the high ground. Oh no! Matumba jumps in, he's chronoed absolutely nothing. Madara jumps in onto the back lines, takes down Kuroki. Doug moving forward with the exorcism, but we look up towards the north. Bulba trying to TP out, but again, Spartan with the stolen chrono cancels Bulba's TP. The jump forward from Skylark, disabling in Miracle. He does get the Omni Slash out, but he's almost certainly going to go down as Finem surround him. No. And Miracle does not have buyback. It's not there. It's still on cooldown.
There's not much left on the exorcism, so they'll have to push without it. But
no jug for a full minute.
Yeah. And there's no Chronos. That's the big thing here. Yeah, you don't have the building damage from exorcism, but you can just slowly chip away at this. You're feeling very confident if you're Finem. You know your opponents have very few tools to kill you. Also, no Skyreth. The Mystic Flare is a big source of damage.
Jump in time with the jewel, but immediately the telekinesis and mind control's thrown his life away. He's down for 50. AF moving in more, and it gets the stolen jewel. Spartan, he's manning up, controlling the void. He nearly goes down. In fact, the tower hit might just kill him, and it does. He does lose his life, but he allows them to take down the void. Matuma Man has buyback. They have fortification, but GG is called. Finem have done it here, knocking down Liquid. 2 for 0. Liquid will have a second chance. But at Finem, they're going to the major, GoDz.
Look at him, they're so happy.
They're going
the
to
first
the
thing
major.
Doug types is like, like we just
Yeah.
won, we've done it. Like these guys are gotta be just absolutely thrilled. I mean,
and I think a lot of people watching will be happy as well. Obviously, there's a lot of Liquid fans out there, but at Finem's run here and during the other qualifiers, I think they will have won over a lot of fans. It's just an incredibly fun team to watch, incredibly entertaining. They've kind of got that kind of CIS flair, and I'm talking like, pretty much like 2015 CIS. You know, it works. They make it work. They're not losing games, they're winning games, and doing so in an incredibly just kind of gun-ho, divide fashion.
Yeah.
How you